forced fumble, Paul. You had a couple plays in a row there. What do you remember about just forcing that turnover in that sequence there?
So we had to cover me on, and that play didn't work out. Hunter took the edge, and so I swam this guy and got out of my rush lane, and that's why I actually stepped up and was like, uh-oh. So I dove back in, and luckily enough, I was able to get my paw on it and knock it out. So.
Did you say cover me?
Yeah.
That's the play? Okay.
Yeah.
Can you tell me any more about what that
Probably
means?
not.
Okay. Can look it up.
Yeah.
Mercyhurst had a lot of long drives today as well. I guess what was that just like mentally kind of going through the motions there? All those fourth down conversions and all that.
I mean, they're turning out to be a great team this year. They had no quit, so we had to have no quit. And yeah, it was mentally tiring, but it's just lining back up and just be like, all right, new play right now. Let's get after it.
Thoughts on the new addition, the takeaway hat? That was what Coach Howe calls it. Just, the turnover Cowboys. What do you think about that new addition?
It's awesome. He's always bringing some new drip or something. We got passion T-shirts too, but I think we need to put a little foam in there because that thing was not fitting my head, small head, so looked a little wonky. It was sweet though.
Well, the defense backed up several times in the red zone, every time rising to the occasion. What's that do for the unit, and how do you feed off that momentum throughout the rest of the game?
I mean, that's what you love right there is being back against the wall. They're about to score, and you just shut them out, and you just love it. You love that mentality, that dog mentality of just sitting there and just having no quit, and they can't score. It's awesome.
Well, back to the turnover, the forced fumble you had. You looked like you were going pretty crazy. What were you kind of saying? What was to describe that feeling? I guess a little bit of those two plays in a row, especially.
So, it's been a slow start for me, and I've been trying to make some plays, and I finally got a couple plays, and I was just very excited. I was very pumped up to be with my teammates, and I was saying some things that I probably should not say on this interview right now. But yeah, it was just a great feeling. I was proud I was able to do that. I mean, Brody and Khabib were in the stands too, so it was awesome to make that for them, my family, and just my team.
Anything else?
Just the stand we talked about, but then also the one where they got to the 10 and you guys pushed them all the way back into a punt. How does that kind of drive to force them not only out of field goal range, but out of or to force them out of field goal range like that? How does that kind of drive feel?
Just what was it, like 4th and 34 or something? Yeah. 42.
Yeah.
It's a goal to go.
Yeah, just looking out there like, thank goodness we're getting them out of there. So it's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then in the stadium behind you, how important is that?
To have the stadium with us, like the fans.
Behind you on defense, yeah.
Oh, I mean, it's very important. I'm always out there with my arms just, come on, let's go, because the louder they get, they don't know what's going on. And so they all look disoriented up front. It's awesome. They're complaining about not being able to hear clap. So, I mean, the fans are just amazing. I love them. Yeah.
Also, the flag handoff you had a couple weeks ago with your brothers. Can you describe that?
That's one of my favorite moments I've had here so far. I mean, we've all played sports, basketball, football, baseball, whatever. But that was the first time all three of us were able to do something together on a field. And so that's once in a lifetime opportunity. I felt so much pride being out there with them and us getting recognized. I loved it.
Vegan said earlier that this was kind of a bend don't break performance for the defense. I guess what are the benefits of kind of being challenged like this in a game against Mercyhurst?
You come in here and you want to play the best game possible, and it's Mercyhurst, and you're like, all right, we just got to get after them like any other game. And they gave us such a great fight, and it's just that adversity grows you into a better team. And yeah, we got shocked a little bit today, and I think that's great because we're not going to be getting shocked down the line. We know what to expect, and the adversity grows you, and it grows you as a team. You have to grow together, and you have to know what to do in those situations, so they'll help us down the line.
It was kind of a different kind of game today.
Yeah.
Does that cross your mind when you're out on the field, or you guys just kind of heads about that? Or?
Yeah, you're sitting on the bench, and you're just thinking next play, honestly, like next drive, all right. Offense scored, great, we're up. They didn't score, great, we're up. Now it's backs against the wall, all right, let's not let them get in. It's just constantly playing and keeping your head in the game, because as soon as you get mad or angry or let your emotions take over, sometimes you can make a play, but most of the time it's going to take you out of it and you're going to do something dumb. So you have to play smart and focused in those situations.
Was it hard at all just having to, you guys still held them to a pretty low percentage on third down, but them going for it so often on fourth down? Is that something you guys just aren't that used to, or is that something you were prepared for?
We actually knew that they were going to do that. I mean, they had nothing to lose, and they've gone for it on fourth a bunch on film, and so we were ready for it. They converted and they did their thing. So, yeah.